Hey, everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. With that, let's get up to Green Bay, Wisconsin. Standing by for the call from venerable Lambeau Field, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And Charles, we've got two teams who know each other extremely well. These division games, they tend to be battles.
People scout like crazy in this league, but no one scouts more than within the division. Because if you win your division, you're automatically in the playoffs. That puts extra emphasis on these games, and they can't wait to get at each other.
So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
I think Aaron Rodgers is one of the poster boys for persistence and belief in self. Because coming out of high school, he had 0 scholarship offers in the D1 level, went to a junior college, went to Cal and just blew up there. And then, of course, as a first-round draft pick, but a lot lower than what he expected in the first round, and then had to sit behind Brett Favre for a few years in Green Bay before getting his shot. Now he's probably one of the better quarterbacks that we've seen come down the pipe.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
That's fine. Yeah.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The starting 11 defensively for the Bears.
Second-round pick in 2015, Eddie Goldman holds down the middle of this defensive line with some toughness, some leverage, and some personality. Understands he's going to be double and sometimes triple teamed on every snap. Does it with a smile, takes on those blockers, and opens up space for his other pass rushers.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. 2 former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers fighting his tight end Graham. Packer first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Let's go, come on.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a solid run down inside the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Snap comes at 1. On the crossing route, complete. That's Graham. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Here's Rodgers. Got a man. That's Allison. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
319.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Rodgers to Cobb, good for a Green Bay 1st.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Rodgers again now. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams from 8 yards out. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it ends with a Packers touchdown. Crosby on now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback who grew up just outside of Cleveland on Lake Erie, Mitchell Trubisky.
When I talk with people around the league about Mitchell Trubisky when he's coming out of North Carolina, those that had questions about him, it often centered in on the fact that he was only a one-year starter and wondered why he couldn't beat out the guy ahead of him beforehand. I just locked in on the athletic ability, the accuracy, and then once he got the football, how the team responded to him. I think his upside is big.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. It's brought in by Kevin White. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
But the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Burton. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And give him a gain of 37.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. This is 1st and goal from about the 8.
Delay of game, offense.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay.
Still 1st down.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. Here's Trubisky. That is caught at the 7-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Delay of game, offense.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in
Still
time.
2nd down.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. Now it's Trubisky. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Parkey's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Parkey now following the made field goal to kick this one off. This will be taken very short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Now the Packers get set to go. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
58!
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he will find the open man as Jamon Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. first down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. Down to about the 22 here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
319!
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers. The connection made. It's Graham. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Rodgers now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
58.
Rodgers handing to Montgomery. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there. Now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Now Crosby for the point after. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the result, a Green Bay score. Crosby on now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Mike Daniels makes the tackle. And let's get a look at the Green Bay defense.
Clay Matthews may have been a late bloomer in college, just a one-year starter at USC, but he's made up for lost time in the NFL. A 6-time Pro Bowler whose versatility has the Packers using him inside and outside and trying to create the best matchups for him to get to the quarterback. That's the number one thing about his game, but I think he's improved as a run defender throughout his time in the NFL.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. This is Howard on 2nd down, and he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've hit the end of quarter one. 14-3, that's our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Finding Gabriel, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears first down. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Burton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Let's go.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Trubisky with a give to Howard. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. He completes it right side away. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Play action. Now Trubisky. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it, because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They go play action. Trubisky letting one go, and oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tramon Williams.
man, Brandon. Not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 20.
319.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Rodgers looking to throw on 2nd down. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And able to find Graham, complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a 1st down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers now on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
The reason that counter and misdirection plays work so well is that usually you've given them a reason to think that everything's going to the direction it starts initially. You've run that type of a play throughout the game. You've given them that look. And now you're going to counter things and bring it back the other way. Almost a tendency breaker at times. And a lot of it is making sure that you have an illusion, almost like a magician. Look over here. But the play is actually happening over there, and that's where a running back's vision comes into play. See the hole in a place where people don't expect and get there with some speed. And that's exactly what he did on that play.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
319! 319
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
On first down, Rodgers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well.
Rodgers will try again on second down. And he comes back with one complete. Rodgers to Allison, good for a Green Bay first down. Rodgers now, pretty amazing, 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10.
319.
And again, it's Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cobb. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 5. Brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They go play action for Montgomery, and now Rodgers. He's going to let it go deep. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers add on to their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Crosby on now to kick it away. Now the return man. This is Benny Cunningham. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field.
And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 right at the 30. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
Delay of game, offense.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the play off in time.
Still
frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
On the handoff, this is Howard. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Trubisky will throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep is Trevor Davis. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Out comes Devontae Adams in the offense for their next drive. And individually, he's been tough to cover. 3 touchdowns.
Almost impossible. It doesn't matter what they throw at him. Doesn't matter what type of coverages, whether it's zone, it's man. Sometimes you're showing that combination coverage. Sometimes we use what they call brackets to try and hold him down. None of that is working. He's found seams in the defense, and he's created big plays.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
319.
Here's Rodgers. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
Blue 58.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. It's Adams. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a 1st down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again. And he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
319! 319!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. Got a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Rodgers now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
319!
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Got a man, that's Allison. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. Rodgers now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
319!
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And Graham's got it over the middle. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
319! 358!
Rodgers again now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 6 there on 1st. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
319!
Rodgers to throw once more. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Graham. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
In our game has been Aaron Rodgers, who was on target in the first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Here's Trubisky to throw. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Delay of game, offense.
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and
Still
they get the penalty. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Trubisky to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. A little too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll give to Howard. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Trubisky on third and long. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And the agility got him a few extra before he's taken down right at the 10. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Running with Howard. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves them with a 1st and goal.
Well, as the play call comes in on third down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Trubisky. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Trubisky got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Trey Burton from 3 yards out, and the Bears cut into that lead. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Parkey with the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. A 10-play drive that time, and the end result is a Bears touchdown. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back.
319! 319!
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there, almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10.
319!
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, wide open, complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end, could be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Rodgers now on 1st down. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 more there and another 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in the game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. This will be caught just inside the 10. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Throwing is Rodgers. Floating one, incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
158!
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
The Bears offense led by Mitch Trubisky heading back out there. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. Let's see if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. Now Howard. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. The Pro Bowler Muhammad Wilkerson brings him down.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. And that'll be incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. Finding Gabriel complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. Trubisky now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They run with Howard, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They go with Howard again. To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Delay of game, offense.
Play clock hit 0. Don't know what went wrong there, Charles, but it's going to cost them 5 yards.
Has to be some organization from the sideline. Sometimes when you're trying to decide on what play to send in, the play caller has to move a little bit faster.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. On first, they go right back to Howard. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Delay of game, offense.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay.
Still 2nd down.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, no takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And Old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at the 20. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field, and the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
On 2nd down, Trubisky over the middle, complete. It's Burton. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Trubisky fighting the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Again, it's Howard. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jordan Howard from 17 yards out. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Well, they ran the toss, trusting he had the speed to get to the edge, and he did.
And there really wasn't any doubt about that because the scouting report told you that this guy could flat out run. When you give him a little bit of space and a chance to get there, he usually does.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Here's Trubisky. That's caught at the 3. But he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free, and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
319.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
319.
Draw play, Rodgers to Montgomery. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
319.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is caught. He hits more. A gain of 13 and also a 1st down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
319.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And right now I take my rudimentary kindergarten skills and draw where the tackle box would be, because that was close. I thought he was in the tackle box. He has to be very careful where he gets rid of the football from that spot.
Yeah, they say there was a receiver in the area, though.
Yeah. There's always a receiver in the area.
258.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and he didn't do it very often.
Let's go, come on.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
That's just flat out a terrific play, because it's rare that you see a hitch route batted down. That means someone read that one really well and was right on the spot when the ball got to the receiver.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
319. 319.
Now Rodgers to throw again. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
The Packers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
319.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. He's got Adams on the hookup. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
319.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Got a man, that's Allison. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Rodgers going to give this one to Montgomery. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The former Giant, Prince Amukamara, on the stop. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
319.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So a penalty that can frustrate a coach so much, a mental error, and it'll back him up 5 yards. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
319.
Following the penalty, Montgomery. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 39. And Crosby puts it through, and that'll push the lead up to 8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position. but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. This will be taken very short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now it's Trubisky. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Tramon Williams there to break that one up.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Here comes a big one as this crowd gets up making some noise. It's 3rd and short.
Delay of game, offense.
And they just did not get the snap away in time.
Still 3rd down.
The Bears on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Free safety, Clinton Dix, the man to make the play there on the defensive side.
In most pass defenses, the guy playing safety has the ability to roam free and try and go to the football. But when you're in man, you've got to cover just like the guy playing out on the corner. Lock up on the receiver and go to the football. That's exactly what he did, batting that one away.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Marching back onto the field now, Davante Adams and company getting set to go. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
319!
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. Ty Montgomery, 62 yards. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Extra point try now for Crosby. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. Crosby on now to kick it away. Cunningham now to return. Able to slither by. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now Trubisky on first down. The screen pass here to Cohen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On first down, Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Second and 10. It's Trubisky again. His throw incomplete. Tramon Williams there to break that one up.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
The Bears on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And that's incomplete.
Well, so many times defensive backs get caught playing the man rather than the football, but not in this case. That's an excellent play. Did exactly what you're supposed to do. Attack the football and help break up the pass.
And, yep, as a result, knocks it down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10. Rodgers hands to Montgomery. Avoids him at the 40. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Right back to him on first down. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
319.
Handoff comes to Montgomery. And a short gain down to about the 33. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7.
158.
A give. This is Montgomery. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he should be able to pick. Oh, the Bears break through, and they block it. Now it's picked up near midfield. So much for pinning him really deep. Short punt could have pinned him inside the 10. Now great field position the other way.
It's never good when you're punting the ball and your eyes see the ball go back behind you.
No.
In however form, whether it's over your head or to the side, never good. Now it becomes a race to get to the football so they don't pick it up and take it all the way.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
On the left side, a catch by White. Touchdown, Chicago! Kevin White, 50 yards. And the Bears get a bit closer. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you're wondering why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. Parkey adds the extra point as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. 1 play, long touchdown pass into the end zone. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Oh, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers. But here, they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee.
That's fine. Yeah.
Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.